Pros are you should never be late for church.
Right.
Cons are you're always available to people.
Yes. They know you're there.
They know you're there. So that would be what I would say is the con in it, is the hard part.
Yeah.
Is that people know that you're there and you're readily available. And something that we've had to learn is the more you're available to people, the less valuable you are to people. And that's a hard thing to learn because, oh yeah, I want to be here, I want to help, I'm right here if you need, and that's good and you should feel that way, but at the same time, if you don't have some sort of boundary, if you lose sight of your boundaries, then it becomes one of those things where they're just, oh, well, they're just there, you know? So you got to be careful with that. But, you know, living at the church really is a blessing in a lot of different ways.
What did you think about the candy rings?
Was it fun?
Yes. What's your favorite candy?
This one.
This one? This little strawberry? What's your favorite candy?
This kind.
That kind, yes. The Smarties. Yay.
Springfield has a deep history of quote-unquote church, and so there's so many people who it's almost like we're countering a culture of church by information and head knowledge versus church by experience and revelation. And that is something that I see all the time, that especially even saying that we're Pentecostal. This is the capital of the Assemblies of God headquarters. And so there's this deep traditional church mentality. Right. And people are like, okay, church faith, yeah. But then you start talking about miracles and things actually happening. It's what gravitates people and gets their attention. Is, well, wait, whoa, I thought church was just what we knew and what was told to us and what we were taught, not something we're actually experiencing and seeing happen today.
Get it on.
Oh, catch it, Mercy.
Catch it.
She's got butter on. Look at that, sister. Here, I'll spin it slowly for you. Turkey leg.
Instagram eats first, I totally get it. There you are.
Oh my.
She was not ready.
Stars.
Those soulful tacos take a lot of people by surprise.
Can I video on you a little bit?
Oh, you want to get all my flour and everything?
That's all the hard work.
I told her this
so much. Like, this is a lot of food and also very unique. Very, very unique. Thank you for it.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Come back and see me.
Yeah.
We're trying to proselyte them, get them up here. Louisiana.
Not too far. Not too far.
It's been 2 years. April the 6th was our first service here in Springfield, right? 7th. Yes.
April the 7th. 2 years. 2 buildings. 200 people baptized. This area is so rich with the mass amount of people that's here.
Yes.
There's almost 500,000 in population here. Multiple colleges here. There's not a lot of, I feel like, finding, the negative aspects of, so to say, pastoring here versus anywhere else. The only way that you could even come up with that is just by comparison. And I've never pastored anywhere else, so this is the best place that you could pastor.
So far, it's the best place we've ever pastored.
Yeah, it's the best place that you could pastor. It's
Set down some drinks here.
wonderful.
God has always showed me that it doesn't matter if it's just something that I want, and it seems so little to me. He really cares about how I feel, and I love that He is such a caring God. But when we first bought the church, we got out, I was walking around the church one day and I looked over and I seen this big pink house. It's an old Victorian house. And I was walking around and I said, I want that. I said, I want to live in that pink house one day. And I just kind of laughed and said, watch. And I forgot who was with me. I think it was Sister Chantel. And I said, you know what? I'm going to live in that house one day. Watch me. And every so often I just walk around, that's going to be my house one day. But I'll let my husband tell the story. He's got all the details to it.
Well, she had said that. She told me, she said, hey, the Lord's going to give me that house. I said, well, He gave us this church. He can give us that house too. And one day she's outside and an elderly gentleman is out there and she sees him and says, hey, do you live in that house? And he says, yes, I do. She said, well, I want you to know the Lord's going to give me that house. And she said, and he looks at her and he says, this house? And she says, yeah. He said, well, I might need to get together and talk with you and your husband about that. Long story short, the house was headed to foreclosure. And he said, I would be willing to sell it to you all. And he tells us the history on the house. In 1894, the house was built by Abraham Lincoln's fourth cousin, Harvey Lincoln, who was a judge in Springfield and a presbyter in Springfield back when that road, West Atlantic Street, was a dirt road. And interesting fact, the people who bought that house from Harvey Lincoln were married in the church building that we now have by the original Presbyterian pastor. So he tells us the history of it. It's a 3-story Victorian home, and he says, I'll sell it to you for $80,000. He said, well, hallelujah. Well, then he come to us and he said, hey, I want you to know it's actually not going to foreclosure. It's in foreclosure, and it's about to go to auction unless we can come up with the $7,000 that I'm behind on payments, and we could stop the foreclosure to where I could just sell it to y'all. So I told my wife and I told the kids, and my children come to me and they said, hey, Dad, we heard we might not be getting the pink house. And I said, well, we're just going to pray and God will work it out. And they said, well, we're going to pray too, but we want to do something. They said, we've counted our money and we've got about $300 in savings. And so if you'll let us, we'll bake cookies with our money, and you're the master salesman. You sell the cookies and we'll raise up the $7,000. I said, well, we've got to have it in 48 hours. They said, we'll have it in 24. I said, I'll tell you what, instead of y'all using y'all's money, here's my card, go buy the ingredients. They baked cookies and we raised $7,000 in 24 hours selling cookies to save the house. Well, the mortgage company would not take the payment. They said it's already done, it's going to auction. So we all put on our best outfits and we went down to the courthouse block where on the steps they were going to auction off the house. We were the only bidders there, and we won the house at auction for $60,000. But I didn't know that you needed to have all your funds right then and there. And so it reverted back to the bank, and the bank put it on an online auction at $180,000. And it didn't auction, and it would drop and drop and drop, and when it hit $70,000, I called the bank and I said, hey, I'm the pastor of the church across the street. We would like to take this house and restore it, and my family and I would like to live in it, but we would like it to be the property of the church. Would you all be willing to donate that house to the church? They said, well, we can't do that until it drops below $50,000, and then we'd be willing to have that discussion. And the house just dropped to $47,000. So here comes the house.
Somebody's dead dream that's waiting to be resurrected. You need to make sure that Jesus is calling you by name, because there's somebody in the grave. There's somebody just waiting. Hey, if you don't want out of this, that's fine, but I want out of this place. If you don't want out of your dilemma, that's fine, but I want to get out of this. If you don't want out of your addiction, that's fine, but I want to be set free. If you don't want to get out of the place you've been bound, that's okay. But as for me, I'm just waiting on the Lord to call me by my name.
It is cold. Y'all said it wasn't going to be cold.
As Matthew walked out of the car.
And sushi tacos.
Why are you telling me so many things?
Okay, don't play with me.
So that you'll make a trip to drive back up here.
Yes.
You can come. You can come and stay with us. You can come and stay with us.
There you go.
Always welcome.